Most people are familiar with the Pythagorean theorem. Discovered around 500 BC by the Greek mathematician Pythagoras, this theorem states that the sum of the squares of a right triangle equals the square of the hypotenuse. While this mathematical concept has been around for centuries, Bradley Cowan was the first to publish its application on financial market charts. After using this tool for his personal trading since the early 1980s, he published his work in his 1993 book, Four-Dimensional Stock Market Structures and Cycles. This book introduced the concept of a unified price-time element, similar to Einstein's concept of spacetime. He named this summation square of the price-time vector, to signify that it has both direction and magnitude. For brevity, this square will hereafter be referred to as PTV. The Internet has recently seen several copycat artists publish their so-called new discovery of applying the Pythagorean theorem to price-time charts. Many of these charlatans are known to possess Cowan's books which published this concept 30 years prior. One common fatal flaw of these charlatans is not scaling the time axis correctly. Cycle Timer 2.4.1 is used to open the contemporary SP500 daily chart. The PTV tool is chosen from the left toolbar. When the PTV is drawn for the final move into the top, it is seen that the price side of the triangle is about 324, and the time side is 21 days. The hypotenuse of this triangle is also 324, the same as the price side, effectively eliminating the time element. The problem is the scaling of the time units, in this case, daily. As mentioned in Cowan's publications, you want to choose the time scaling so the price action falls between Gann angles of 1/2 and 2/1. When we choose the Gann tool with the default settings and move the angles around the chart, we see they do not represent the trends. The answer is to choose the next smaller natural time unit, in this case trading hours instead of trading days. The tool's icon is clicked, and the Gann tab. Since there are 6.5 trading hours per day, the points per bar is changed from 1 to 6.5. This effectively changes your Gann angle calculations to hourly, even though you are using a daily chart. The Gann angles are drawn again, this time using the hourly scaling. They are dragged to various tops and bottoms to show the action follows these angles. Many of these tops occurred exactly on the angles, such as March and August 2022. You will also notice the 1/2 angle defines the trend where a previous PTV was drawn. When the chart is compressed, these hourly angles define the longer-term trends for years, and several key turning points. Now that we have found the correct time scale is hourly, there are two options. First, is to continue with the daily chart and set all time scaling to a factor of 6.5. Or, the more accurate option is to change to hourly charts. This requires at least a year of hourly data. For the purpose of this video, we assume that only daily data is available. So we again open the Tools window and select the PTV tab. As we did with the Gann angles, the time scaling factor is changed from 1 to 6.5. Now, all PTV calculations will use trading hours instead of days. If you use this approach and want to be more accurate, you will need to follow the examples Cowan gave in his books and add or subtract the hours that are not complete days, such as at the beginning and end, and any part-day trading. This can throw your calculations off a day or two. PTV is again drawn following the 1/2 Gann angle. The time component is now seen to be 143 hours, making the hypotenuse 334. This is the seed value from which the future time cycles are spawned. The method used to spawn your cycles was shown in Figure 3.3 in Cowan's book. He showed that when the 1/2 angle is dropped down to the time axis, it produces an expansion of 1.62, or Fibonacci. Multiplying our seed value of 334.67 hours by 1.62 produces the first-time projection of 542 hours, or 83 days. The second cycle is at 878 hours or 135 days. The easiest way to project these cycles is to select the Time tab from the Tools format. Check point 618 and extend the ratio from the end. Then select the Time tool from the left toolbar, click on the starting point and drag until the bottom display shows 83 days. Both the April top and the June bottom aligned well with the cycle projections. If you found this video useful, please subscribe below to be notified when new material is presented. Or review the material at cycle-trader.com. There you will find several years of unique real-time applications of Cowan's tools.